Hi, welcome to another art journal page. This time I'm deciding what I want to do. If I want to use rice paper or if I want to make it myself. I decided to make it myself. So I'm taking some tissue paper and I'm gonna stamp the paper myself. First, I'm using these gel crayons and I want to use blues because I'm going to use the wolf and a moon, and I want my background to be dark. I'm spreading it out with a baby wipe, and these gel crayons, I bought them last year by Lidl. I like them, but they stay oily. So when you use them, then you have to use varnish or something like that. Here I'm starting with my paper, stamping it. And actually what I'm using is the same stamps that I'm using for my journal page. So the moon, the stars, the wolf, the world, and I'm stamping them in Archival ink brown. Then I'm going to use Allround medium to paste it. And adhering it through my whole page. And then I'm going to dry it. And once it's dried, I'm taking my crayons again to add a little color back. First I want to see where I want to place my my stamps. And here I'm adding back. It's, because I use the all-round medium, now the surface is very slippery. So and I'm just wiping it out with my fingers because it's slippery enough. This is drying it a little, trying to see if it's will work with me, but it's not. It's still sticky, so I'm using the varnish and I'm using the glossy one because I couldn't find my matte. So I'm just using the gloss one. Drying that one. And now after I've dried it, I can use any medium I'd like to use on top, so that is not a problem. It's just I don't want to move the color anymore. Using black gesso with a little water to make splatters. The same thing with white gesso. Now I can move on to my images. I'm drying here, then I'm looking where I want to place everything. Then first I'm stamping my moon again, because there's some dots inside that I could cut out, so I'm putting them back in with my pen. And I decided I didn't want to color with my gel crayons, so I'm coloring with my Aqua pens and my Aquamarkers, and I'm doing everything a bit yellow, orange for the stars and the moon. I'll give it a little bit more shadow depth. And then for the biggest moon, inside I use the yellow, then the orange around it, and then the blue. And I'm using my Inka gold, I think it's cobalt blue, and I'm gonna put some under on my paper, because it's a little bit shiny and it gives more depth. And then around the moon I will still use distress crayon black to even give it more depth, also on the paper itself. Then I'm adhering it with tacky glue. Then I'm using the Nuvo. It's a light color. I'm using it under the moon and the stars, so it will brighten up a little bit before I adhere my my star and my moon. It's like looks like it has the moon has a glow. Then the wolf, I'm using my crayons, and I'm using the gray and the browns. The gray for the stone, and the brown for the wolf itself. And then with this distress marker, I'm bringing back in some lines. The distress crayon, I'm rubbing it out with a little bit water on my craft sheet. I put some water, then I put my finger in, and then you can smear it out. It works better, and the color is a little lighter than when you smear, a little lighter. When you don't smear it out with water, it's a little bit darker. I want the wolf under by my page, and I'm also adhering it with my tacky glue. And with a wet baby towel, I just push everything on its place. It also helps to stick everything better on the page. Then the only thing that is left is all the stars and the words. And the stars, I want them randomly in the air. And then I also decided to use a very light color blue to color the text, because the white, I thought it was too white, so that's why I use a very light blue. And then I'm going around it with the crayon again. And with the permaball, I'm going over the text again to make it stand out. So it says, what does it say? Trust the magic of new beginnings. Yeah, trust the magic of new beginnings. So I'm adhering it, and you can see one of the stars is in the way. I don't like where I placed it, so I loosened it, and then I'm adhering it on another place close to my words. Check the last round, and then I'm trying with my permaball to go around, but it's not possible. You don't see it well, so that's why I'm using my crayons again. And that is it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you the next time. Okay.